Well guys, a beautiful morning out here on the Noosa River. I'm back out in the water with Paul. It's been a little while since I've actually been for fish so I do apologise I haven't been on the channel of late filming new stuff with Paul. Today what we're doing out here on the river, we're going back to basics. I'm taking you guys on a journey back to the simple stuff of fishing. So what I've got here is some really good bait. Okay, just simple prawns. All right, now a lot of guys do comment to me quite often. I work down at BCF and they come in and tell me all the time that they're losing their bait, they're losing their bait, they're losing their bait. Now that can be a lot of small fish in the river. So a great bait out here in the river is two baits. I bought today chicken gut. It's really tough, very, very messy. So you'll need a little bucket to wash your hands in or a small towel to wipe your hands. And mullet gut. Those two baits are really tough. They hang on the hook really well and you'll find you won't lose so many baits. And there's a good chance you'll get some better fish on them. So anyway, I'm going to rig up and what I've done is just done a simple rig. Number one bait keeper style hook on a body length of trace. So around that metre to 1.5 metres of a trace. Down to a number 4 or 5 ball sinker that sits on top of a little swivel. All right, now the beauty of that, the sinker will sit on the bottom and the trace will kick up and give you a beautiful presentation in this fast running water. Tide's running out, so the sun's just coming over the horizon, so I think we're going to have a good session. Let's see how we go.
Yeah, so Scotty, chicken gut. I've not used it, mate. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I use lures a lot. But are you going to show us how to put it on the hook?
Yeah, I'm going to. Like I said, it's a very messy bait, so still a little frozen, but I let it out last night, so it's soft enough. So we should be able to.
I haven't got a cloth. I forgot my cloth this morning.
Actually, it won't be too bad now because it's still semi-frozen. So all you do is just slide a piece out like that.
So it's a bit like a worm.
Yeah, it's just the innards of the chicken, obviously. And then just grab your hook. Leave yourself a little bit at the top. I'll show you why in a second. We just roll him around there and fill your hook right up. So you got a decent bait. And like I said, that the little small fish will really have problems pulling this off, but a decent fish will come along and just swallow the whole piece. And that's what we want. Leave a piece hanging off the end of the hook, as you can see there. You can see it all over my hands already. That's the stuff coming out from the inside. Now that little bit at the top that I left is to do a half hitch around. So just roll it around your finger, over, and then just over the top of the bait, like so.
Fantastic.
See how it holds it up nicely?
Yep.
Hook's buried in there nice. She's ready to hit the water.
What's really cool is that most people have just tried and just throw it on anyway. That little half hitch is a really good tip. Love it. Fantastic. Well done, mate.
All right.
Okay, Scotty, just a quick question. So you've got a really long leader there, right?
Yep.
Okay, so could you just explain to people out there how you cast a leader that size?
Yeah, I was actually going to do that. So we've got the ball sinker, you can see, up towards the tip of the rod. What I do is I wind it up fairly high. So it's just shy of the rod tip. Okay, because the trace is so long. And that allows you to keep the bait out of the water, because if you're using softer baits like prawns, not too much problems with the chicken gut, but if you use softer baits like prawns or yabbies, if you put the bait behind you and actually have the yabby in the water, you'll leave it where you're in the water and rip it off. So keep it nice and high. Okay, open your bail arm and then just cast it out and stop it before it hits the water, and then just a slow wind back. And what that does, that just keeps the sinker towards me and allows the bait to fold out. And as it hits the bottom, it'll lay that way on the bottom. Where if you let the sinker go to the bottom with the bail arm open, it'll rifle down to the bottom and the main trace will coat hang around the main line and you'll end up with a big, and there's a fish straight away.
Beautiful.
We're on.
Well done.
Yep, on the chicken gut. And we've got a little mate over here on the shore.
Oh yeah,
little kangaroo.
We'll have a look at him first. There, I don't know if you can see, munching away on the grass, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty good, eh?
Yeah. Can we land the fish?
Yeah. I don't think he's real big.
Probably a trad, maybe. It could be a brim.
I'm thinking a brim. Yeah, a little brim.
Little brim.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Very prolific in here in the Noosa River, the brim.
And like I said, you can see they love chicken gut.
That was first cast within a second. You've not lost your touch, Mr. Lyons. Well done, mate.
Yeah, and there's that chicken gut.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get him back. He's well undersized, and well, not that far off the mark, but yeah, we'll get him back in the water. We'll just put this fella back in the water.
Back, yeah. Cool. Awesome. Now a lot of the bream that we get in the Noosa River probably not quite as big as not quite as big as what you get down in Sydney.
Yeah.
New South Wales, Victoria, all around there. We get them probably up to about 40. Sometimes you might be very lucky to get a 45, you know.
Yeah.
So they're a lot smaller runner type of fish, but they're very prolific in the river.
Yeah.
A lot
so
of
if
people
you want to catch fish out here and be consistent, and you'll find the ball sinker long trace, like I said, chicken gut, mullet gut, pearled prawns, yabbies, fresh mullet. Most of your baits, your cut baits, will work for you out in the river here, and you'll do quite well.
Yeah, and when we're talking about running the water, I'll just, Scotty, you know, you can look down the back of the motor there, and you can actually see the running past the motor. And as we say, no run,
no fun.
Exactly. Cool.
All right, I'm going to get this bait back in the water, see if we can catch another one. Normally what you can do, you don't really need to even to hang on to your rod. You put them in the holder, set your drag, so if you do get a decent fish, the drag will spin, and most fish will hook themselves, especially the better fish. They'll engulf that bait, turn and run, hook will pull forward into their mouth because they shut their mouth after they've taken the bait, and you'll hook up most times. Beautiful.
Fantastic. All right, so we'll get the prawns in the water now.
Yeah, let's give the prawns a go.
Geez, I could almost eat them prawns. They're great prawns.
Yeah, good looking prawns.
Yeah.
Now they are quite large. We're not going to fit that onto a #1 hook. So the trick is just to peel them as if you were going to eat them. Right, shells off. Now what, we're going to keep the shells going and show you something here. And the head, there's the head. And then we're just going to cut these guys just into little pieces. Little cubes. And out of that one prawn, I've ended up with 4 nice baits. Okay, and what I'm going to do with the head and the shell, I'm going to chop it up really fine. I'm just going to drop that in the back of the boat and add it as burley, rather than just toss it over. There's a lot of flavour and juice inside the head.
Yep. And
can help you catch a lot of fish.
Some fantastic tips there, Scotty.
Simple bait, simple fishing.
Yeah.
Righto, Paul's just changed over to a lure off the front of the boat here and hooked up straight away.
Can't help myself.
Got the chicken gut, and we're just about to put a prawn bait out down the back.
It's not a bad fish, but I'm only on very light line, guys, so oh, lost him. Oh no,
still there.
I've lost him then. This could be, I can't give it too much, but I'd say it could be a maybe a trevally. I'm hoping it's a jewfish. It'd be nice if it was a jewfish. It might go around your... No, it's a trevally the way he's pumping.
Just get him. You look like a good fish on that light rod.
Yeah, it's always fun on the light gear. We got the Anarchy, got the Shimano Anarchy on. We love them. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. He's flying out. They've got a fish. Oh no, that was me rattling.
Yeah, it's a fair way out.
Yeah, you can see that pump of a trevally, eh? Probably a GT, I'd say. That's the way he's going.
Yeah,
good fish. He's coming up.
Really good fish.
Yeah. It's a nice fish.
Yeah, nice for the river. Hey,
there we go.
There's a good fish.
Yeah, beautiful fish.
Nice fish.
And early in the morning, they love this run, you know, in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good fish.
It's quite dirty, the water too.
Yeah. Pick him up. He's still lively. They are a gorgeous looking fish.
Yeah.
And they give you a bit of curry on the light gear. I'm just using a Holt minnow there. Guys, you've probably seen me use them before. And a couple of the techniques that I use is just we throw the minnow up the current, let it drop down and let it hit the bottom, and then just a few little flicks off the bottom. And slow winds, just really slow winds, especially in this winter sort of colder water. And then a few little flicks just to get their attention. We'll get this guy back in the water. back in. There you go, buddy. Away he goes.
Yeah, nice
Woo!
job. Good stuff, eh?
He's just going to leave that now. Another little bite. He's going to leave it till it hooks itself. And that's the great thing about what you're saying, is using that chicken, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Never really used it before.
The chicken gut, yeah.
No.
Well, actually, you can use any part of the chicken. You can use the chicken fillets, chicken thighs.
Yeah.
Make sure it's raw. I've got some cooked stuff here from the other night, but you put that on and it'll just fall apart on you.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to add that to the burley that we're putting out the back of the boat.
So basically that burley will go out to the fish and bring the fish up the trail to you, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And then our sinker sits on the bottom.
Yep.
And just with that nice long tray, sits up and gives a fantastic presentation. Pretty much out where probably the burley's getting close to the bottom.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're going to prawn. Same trace again. Ball sinker, long trace, swivel. Nice little piece of prawn. Just pop him on the hook. And like I said, it is fairly soft. And that's all you need to do.
Fantastic. Yeah. Let's have a look at that again. Okay. Fantastic.
All right. And then just a gentle cast, because the prawn is soft. Stop him before he hits the water, and then just wind back really slow. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Just so your bait lays flat on the bottom and the trace kicks out nicely in the current and gives that beautiful presentation. Rod in the holder. Important, check your drag always. So if you do hit a good fish, the rod's going to load fully. Set the hook on the fish, but line will peel off.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's a simple way to fish and really effective.
So what we're looking at doing here, guys, is we're going to start going back to basics. So anybody you're coming up to visit Noosa, or you're coming up to any estuary, this works in every estuary.
Every estuary. This is what I used to use in Botany Bay charter fishing.
Yeah.
And caught us a lot of fish down in Sydney.
Yeah. So we're going to just go back to basics, show different methods with bait. So over the next period of the next few months, we're going to be doing that. And then we're going to show you plastics, all the other stuff that goes with it, that costs you a lot of money.
And all the techniques to go with it, just the little simple tricks that we've used over many years that have helped us catch fish.
Yeah.
And stuff we've learned from other people as well, because you never stop learning. Being down at BCF at the local shop here, I mean, you're learning stuff from guys coming in all the time. So if we can show you guys a few things and help you guys on your journey of fishing, it makes it more enjoyable for everyone. But, a couple of bumps on the rod tip, and you'll probably find
there you go, you're on.
We're going to touch there. Now, there's a fish. He's sitting on this bait.
Yeah.
Quite often with the chicken gut too, they'll come up to it and peck away at it, suck the bait in, and actually just sit in the current with the bait engulfed and not take off for some reason.
Yeah. There's the fish. Looks like you might have one on this rod too, Scott.
Yeah, there might be one on the prawn bait. This is just another small brim again. Yeah, he's just been sitting on this bait.
Another brim?
Yeah, another little brim.
But some of these techniques is fantastic for the kids and people that are not experts in fishing that just want to get out there and have a crack, eh?
Simple fishing, yeah. Yeah, keep it real basic, and it produces fish.
Yeah.
That's our third fish, 2 brim and a trevally. Only been out here for probably less than an hour.
Yeah.
And we might just check this prawn bait, eh?
Yeah.
While I'm at it.
Might be a small one on that.
Yeah.
But you can land some huge fish like this.
Yeah.
This style of fishing.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
He's just sitting there as well. Or he's come up, just as I started to move the bait, he's come up and grabbed hold of it.
Yeah.
Just a little fella. Little tarwine, this one.
Yeah. So what's the difference between the tarwine and the brim, Scott? Can you explain that to people at home?
Yeah, the tarwine, as you can see, it looks very similar to the brim, but a little bit more rounded in shape. And they've got those, I don't see those yellow lines running down their body. And the internal of a tarwine, the actual gut lining, is black, where a brim is white.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you do get a decent tarwine, you want to keep to eat them, because they do eat fairly well.
Yep.
When you gill and gut them, The gut lining is black. You've got to scrub that out.
Yeah.
Where a brimmer's nice and white inside.
Okay,
And that's the
interesting.
difference. Now you can see the difference between the prawn bait. Yeah, we've had a few fish picking at it. I've caught two brim on this one chicken gut already, and we've still got gut hanging on the hook.
Yeah. Great.
And
Great.
So yeah, it does hang on really well.
So you get a few pickers come up, and then you get that one big fish, hopefully, the big kicker.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like much of a bait, but to a fish in the water, I mean, that's just food. And there's a good chance a decent brim will suck that right in, and you'll get a third fish on it.
Yeah.
But
Perfect.
I will top it up and put fresh baits on these now, get them back in the water.
So Scott's got a fish on at the back here, and I'm just trying to wind my line in so I can film. And I've just absolutely got smoked by something. Something's, what have we got on there, Scotty? Another brim? I'd say this is another trevally, because I was winding back really quick and he just came up and hit it.
You go back.
Wind on.
I'll take that, thank you. And I'll come around this side because the sun's up now. It's all right, bud?
Yeah.
That's on the lure again, same lure?
No, I'm using a prawn this time. Prawn
Okay.
lure. Net. I'd say it could be a trevally, but I was winding back really quick. I'd be amazed if it's not a trevally. It's a bit of size to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right.
Much the same as that other one you got.
Yeah. Tea leaf.
Yeah, you used to.
Tea leaf.
Yeah, it looks like a tea leaf.
Is it a tea leaf? Looks like it looks like a tea leaf. I'm not sure if it's a tea leaf or not.
Yeah.
It's just got all them markings on it like a tea leaf. Trevally. He wanted that prawn. I was just winding it back super quick to get the line in so I could video you.
Yeah.
And he's just come up and smashed it. Oh, there's a familiar grunt. Let go, mate. That was the lure that I got him on.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a guy called James Holt makes these lures, and he's from Noosa. And he puts them up online and he sells out within a day.
Wow.
Incredible.
Well,
yeah.
you can see why. They produce fish.
Yeah, he's a very clever boy, old James. Well, there was some of the stuff that he does, and but he knows this river like the back of his hand.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah, nice fish.
Lovely.
Okay, let's get him back in the water.
Off he goes.
There he goes. Cool. All right, shall we see if we can get some, make a little move and try for something else? Or what do you
Yeah, I
wanna
think
do?
so. Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So what's that on the prawn bait, Scotty?
Yeah, I threw this one towards the shoreline thinking it would just wash down along that edge there.
Yeah.
It's been sitting there for quite a while, not moving. So I've just picked the rod up and we've got a fish on it. He's been sitting on there. So I'm not 100% sure what this one is. He is pulling a little bit of drag, so there's a little bit more weight there.
Maybe a floodie, maybe, you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, he's got a little bit of grunt to him.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
good
it's a
floodie.
I think.
Good floodie. He might be coming home for lunch. Good on you, Scotty. Yeah, he's a nice floodie. They have a tendency to do that, the old flathead, and they'll sit on it, won't they?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
nice
good fish. Good fish, mate. Good fish, well done.
Now you just got to be careful with the flathead because we are using a fairly light trace. That bait's been sitting on the bottom. He could have swallowed that bait right down. So I'm not going to try and put too much pressure on him because the old flathead loves to shake their head a fair bit when they get to the surface. And if he is gut hooked, we could lose him. Keep wait for his head to come.
No, yeah. Oh, he is good. Oh. He's using that current. I've got the camera in one hand, the net in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's using the current. You can bring him round this side if you're good. You able to do that or not?
Yeah, I can get him here.
Watch him here. Yeah, it's round his head. There we go.
Nice.
Nice, well done. If I can get him in. Beautiful, he's a good fish.
Yeah.
He'd be up near 50, I'd say. Good eating size. He won't be going back. He's coming out for dinner. He's the boats.
And like I said, yeah, gut hooked.
So
he's been down on the bottom just sitting on that bait. He's come up to the bait, the prawn bait, and sucked it in and just laid back on the bottom. And then I've picked up the rod to see if there's anything on it, and he's then taken off.
Yeah.
And we've hooked the fish, and well, pretty much he's hooked himself. And yeah, that's where you just got to be a little bit careful when they are gut hooked. Don't put too much pressure on them. Just slowly, to prevent them shaking their head and cutting you off. Dusky flathead.
Yeah, fantastic.
Noosa River is producing this morning, that's for sure.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed those tips and tricks, especially with the old chicken gut. I really enjoyed that, Scotty. I haven't been back to basics for a while.
Yeah, good.
And
it's a good method, isn't it?
oh, that was great. Really good fun. And it's fantastic for people out there just getting into fishing. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll look forward to seeing you next week on The Hook and the Cook. Cheers, guys.